Hello and welcome back to the VR Master League. I am Buxton. I'm joined here today with Sleepy. How are you today, Sleepy? It's a relatively cool evening, at least over here.
Yeah, Buxton, I'm doing great, and yeah, you know what? It's actually evening here in Southern California as well, so weather's kind of synced up here.
It's good to hear, at least, but we do already have the teams in the lobby, or partially in the lobby. This is, of course, Silent but Deadly versus G-Men. It should hopefully be quite an exciting match. Silent but Deadly has had some issues lately with their captain, unfortunately, leaving the team just, I think, at the start of today, possibly a little bit later.
Yeah, I believe so.
Unfortunately, but we do already have a lobby up, and of course that means we have the first map along with the band. So starting off with the first map, we have a strange one, a subway first map. I don't know how to feel about this, Sleepy. It's confusing me. No one picked subway first map. At least no one ever does until now. Do also have the bans coming in. That's going to be from Silent but Deadly. They're not banning anything, surprisingly. The first time we've done this, with G-Men also banning Suburbia. We may have lost Sleepy a little bit. Are you there, Sleepy?
I'm getting...
Oh dear.
So I'm not able to really follow what you're saying.
Yes, it appears there may be some issues, some technical difficulties on my side. But Sleepy, he is there, I believe. I'm hoping he's there.
I'm here. Hello.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, you're coming in on as a robot on my side, so I'm not really sure when you're not talking, so I don't really want to speak over you.
May be able to quickly resolve this, but while we're waiting for that, we can kind of so I'll let you discuss what we're hoping to see from these teams today.
Well, we're hoping to see a hell of a match. I mean, we are in Season 7. It's Week 14. It is the last week of this series. I mean, these teams have to... It's do or die time. Whoever wins this will get their Lamar. Whoever loses, of course, loses that last chunk, and then that could take them out of a potentially beneficial position. Again, top teams from rank 7 and above will lock in their spots in the round robin stage of the tournament, while everyone 8 and below will then have to fight their way out of cards next weekend. So everyone here looking to put it all on the line. I mean, we're looking for hot action. That's exactly what we're looking for today.
Indeed we are. Maybe they're not picking Subway, just gonna double check this because they've, for some unknown reason, left the lobby and it's concerning me, Sleepy. Maybe they have, yeah, they do have a
yes,
new way
they did.
out. There you go.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to inform you that I think they abandoned us.
They left us.
But here
They
we
left
go.
us
Yes,
all alone,
I am in the
Sleepy.
new lobby. I know. They didn't even bother to tell us either. Like, no info saying, hey, you changed up lobbies.
Sad time for Caster,
Gross.
Sleepy. While we're here,
Just
we
no
can...
respect anymore, Buxton, I tell you.
Yeah. While we're here, we can quickly check the match page. The teams are pretty much already in anyway. So here is the match page. It's taking a second to load in. There you go. On Silent but Deadly, of course, Dr. Sean, the new captain. And we have Vortex, 4Q, Rush of Light, Bear Grylls, Officer Statham currently on cooldown. Then we have 35. Then on G-Men's side, Biggie Smalls, of course, the Eternal Captain, 404, Chief Pineapple, Dr. Leo Marvin, the Man, Brassmouth, Swooty, and Zach Fontaine, formerly of a team I cannot remember the name of. Which team was it? Phoenix, of course. There we go. Formerly of Phoenix, Zach Fontaine.
Ah, yes. I always go and I confuse him and Prefontaine, so I didn't want to comment there because I'd probably say the wrong team, and it would sound really ridiculous.
Yeah, the Fontaines are a hard one to exactly identify which is which, and on the spur of a moment. But the teams are in, Sleepy. They're finally getting ready.
Woohoo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Saturday night. And if you don't have it, glad to have you here. VR Master League. Main thing on our money makers and heart always draws in the great crowds. Even ESL acknowledging Onward are just a big draw to their VR. And of course, I mean, it's easily translatable to those of us who have brethren and sistren in the 2D gaming world. You know, they're very familiar with the VR or the FPS side of things if they're a 2D esports fan. So probably the most easily translatable of the group of, you know, VR Master or VR esports games in general. But anyway, Buxton, I think I heard those illustrious special beeps.
You would be correct, Sleepy. We've started off with the underground objective. I'm not sure how to classify this one. People don't really play Subway, so previously this was the easiest to defend, but I don't know, with all these new pathways, I'll be one of the easiest.
Honestly,
I think now.
Yeah, I don't think it's so easy to defend anymore. I mean, that new entrance that leads in directly to the tunnel, off to the flank of the subway in the double down position. Yeah, it's not as easy as it once was. I mean, yes, you still only have to cover a finite number of entry points into a closed position, but three points when you're down to one man in most cases, which is what we see on subway, because no team likes to sit all 5 guys down there. It becomes a lot more tough. So you really have to be very careful.
And you really do. It appears that Silent Deadly this time is going to be opting for the 3 to the south, 2 going deep under, that being Bear Grylls, and over his compatriot there is, can't see the name through the wall, it's somebody, it's Vortex. There he is. I think Bear Grylls is actually going to be going straight for it pretty soon. If we look just through the map, he's already halfway through the tunnels, approaching Brass Mouth. This could lead some early conflict.
Yeah, it really could. Bear Grylls could really do some damage here and at least take down a portion of their defense down below. I think maybe Brass to Mouth heard that little shuffle come from Bear Grylls. He did kind of change his body language. We'll see. The man not going to waste any time. He's going to pick up Dr. Sean on the south exit of the stairwell. Now he's got Rush of Light. And 35 held up there as well. Meanwhile, there's 2 downstairs. Bear Grylls tosses a frag out, but oh no, Vortex comes in and actually finds the man upstairs in the train car. Let's check back in on where Bear Grylls has gone. What's he up to, Buxton? Looks like... Oh. Is he there?
Oh, there we go. I'm back. I've returned from the technical difficulty hell, and we're already straight into some action again. Bear Grylls going down along with Rush of Light from Swootsy. And it appears that Silent Deadly have kind of crumbled here. They started off pretty well, but with the 2 people getting picked off, it definitely hasn't ended well. With the team kill certainly exacerbates the situation. Now we're just left with, 35 here, and it's a rough situation, Sleepy.
You got that right. Well, so far so good. G-Men proving that this is still a pretty decent objective to defend. And Swooty gonna pick up 35 there at the end, and he'll grab G-Men their first defensive win and round on map 1.
Indeed, and it appears there is also just someone rejoining the lobby on the side of Silent Deadly. Hopefully, no technical difficulties there. But that was certainly a rather action-packed first round, I think, especially for the 2 teams, which I think you could kind of, classify as a little bit slower than the general North American division team.
Yeah, I mean, G-Men, very European in style. I would agree with that for sure. Silent but deadly. I've never classify their play style. I think they're similar to... no, I don't have enough game data to really classify their play style enough, I think.
To get the big stack of papers out of the VRML archive just to figure it out. Review the cast, assemble the data. If someone does that, I will pay them.
The data.
It'll be painstaking work, but if you get it done, I'll give you 2 Mars bars. No more. Drive a harsh price, but it's necessary.
You know what? I think you give them enough content, Buxton, to pay them 2 Mars bars to help you. I don't think that's such a bad thing. That's not really such a bad deal, to be honest, my buddy.
Maybe. The auto start timer is running low here. Yeah, I was a little bit concerned there because no one was readied up, but they are prepared. Not letting the auto start kind of faking us out. It appears they are just waiting on that one guy from Silent Deadly to reconnect, so possibly it may be a game restart. That's pretty standard.
Yeah, not uncommon. Occasionally bugs happen. We all know this, so let's not act like we don't. And they happen in all games. Major games have them too.
Back in the lobby now, at least. So everyone's ready up. Sleepy, is this the second round starting? Are they going to go speedy through Subway and take us into the following maps? Speaking of the following maps, what do you think we'll see? We've got Suburbia banned, so I don't imagine we'll see Cargo. I think we'll just see bigger ones. Quarantine, Bazaar, probably.
I agree. We'll probably see Bazaar, and I also agree with Quarantine. Maybe even Downfall. G-Men definitely not above Downfall, and I'm pretty sure Silent but Deadly not scared of it either. So I would say that any map is still on the table. I agree with you though. Maybe Cargo they would shy away with, as we did see G-Men ban Suburbia, which is also kind of that similar play style. So it's 100% hard to tell, but I agree with your assumption.
Yeah, for sure.
Predictions.
Do have a pretty quick rollout already from G-Men. Going to send 2 to the south. And is this a counter rush by Silent but Deadly? Oh no, okay. The mini-map is deceiving me. I thought they were rushing south stairs, and I was about to say that is an utterly insane move on Volk for this objective. In fact, they're just carefully watching that, the south entrance, the new one. That's a scary one.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. So I was like, "What are you talking about? Where's this bush you're talking of?"
I was very spooked. That does seem like a Silent but Deadly thing to do. They occasionally do that. I did say they're a little bit slow, but sometimes they pull out some real dangler tactics.
Speaking of that, I see Noman decided to pick up that Dangler's Animal House game. So, folks, make sure you stay tuned, because I believe he's going to be playing that one on this channel, time permitting. If not, we'll send you guys over to his channel once this game is wrapped up. But a lot of action coming to you guys this Saturday evening. So, if you can't quite get to your headset, just make sure you can get to some sort of television set or mobile set, so you can watch the games live here on Twitch. Exactly. You just need access to internet on that TV set, and you're all set, like Vortex is, with a nice kill on Nebraska Mouth downstairs.
Very nice. He's going to throw out that confirmatory, is that a word? Confirmatory nade and Dr. Sean. Team killing Bear Grylls. Is that his second team kill? No, it must have been someone else. Let's check the scoreboard. So. Yeah, it was 35 last round. But this is concerning for Silent but Deadly, I think. Oh yeah, just when I cut off his camera, I could hear him just kind of sigh in sadness.
Well, other than the SMC Tactical, this is Silent but Deadly's kind of only other foray into kind of the top tier team matchups. Am I correct, or have they played any other? Oh no, and there's the man with a team kill of their own on the G-Men side, taking down Biggie Smalls, and that is not going to help.
What is going on today, Sleepy? Is this just Subway? Is this how Subway works now?
I'm honestly starting to wonder if I'm a cause for team killing concern on casts, because
I think we'll have to quarantine you, Sleepy.
Yeah, you might. I might have team killing disease, because I remember a cast. I think it was Stone Cold Killers versus Fury, and we saw 4 team kills in the first 3 rounds of that game. And then, like, almost every cast I've been in since then, there's been at least 1, if not more, team kills. So I'm really starting to be concerned for my health and safety. I think it's time to go see a doctor. I may have the TK AIDS.
You're banned, Sleepy. You're banned. Until you can solve this. By extension, I may also be banned for the accidental rigging of matches through potential curses.
Oh, Swoody here on the stairs going into the basement. He's got the shield. He's going to be able to hold off Dr. Sean, who's tucked away in the corner there, and I'm pretty sure
the laser sight's coming out. He's trying for him. Legs.
Oh, he's shooting him in the butt. Yeah.
Arm. Can he hit the arm? He's trying. He's failing, though. And Dr. Sean's got that nade coming up, but it's a bad throw. That is less than ideal.
It is. Oh, and it actually gets himself.
It's very much less than ideal. And the cap is actually going to be coming out from Swooty pretty quickly then. Unless 35 Rush of Light rotate over quick, it's bad news. He's going for the cap. The rotation is coming out from Rush of Light.
They could even.
But he's not seeing him. He didn't see him.
Wow. He sees him now, doesn't he?
Yeah, just a second too late, though. Damn, that is rough.
And what was great was, G-Men had the backup downstairs and everything. If Rush had have pushed, they actually could have taken him down and there was still another defender deep in the tunnel, so they would have been taking down the last player. They could have still gotten the cap and taken down the pressure from Rush of Light. But well-placed play from G-Men, but a little bit too slow on the rotation from Silent but Deadly. And again, it brings me back to my question. Is this their second foray or their second debut kind of into this top-tier league play against teams like G-Men or SMC or Danglers or, you know, teams like that?
Apart from SMC and Legionnaires, I think it is, from memory. My memory is not supremely accurate, but I'm pretty sure that is about right. And with the loss of their captain, you can definitely see why things may be a little bit rough during the series.
Oh yeah, that could also be a big factor here today as well. I actually, you know, I had just learned about that myself when you had told me just prior to us starting up the stream this afternoon. So I was just as surprised as everyone else, and probably as members of that team. So that could be an explanation for this rocky start here from Silent but Deadly. But things aren't over. It's not done and out and over. And yeah, Buxton, you can go ahead and take the rest of this one. Exactly.
Oh, what the hell? I think I just witnessed Bear Grylls turn into like some kind of centipede or something. That was rather terrifying.
Oh, I missed it.
Ugh. I don't want to see that again. Please do not clip that. That was absolutely horrifying. He kind of flattened out on the ground and sped towards his teammate at an alarming velocity.
That is a perfectly placed roof grenade from Rush of Light. Definitely not going to do what he wants it to.
Oh, I'm looking for it. Oh, yeah, that is less than ideal. Being pretty aggressive, though. Already coming out with a suppressive fire towards objective. The rest of his team's not really in position to take it. Oh my god, that was a close C4.
Yeah, it really was. That could have been effective. That grenade was a little less than perfect, though. Vortex will find the man here, and a nice nade comes out from Biggie Smalls and takes down Rush of Light and Bear Grylls.
The long-range magic nade.
The double tap Rush. But yeah, magic indeed. But Bear Grylls will still be up. He'll still be able to call for the res. However, his other teammates, his only other remaining teammates, are a little far away and kind of in their own position for an attack at the moment. So probably not going to see that res come out onto him.
Oh my god, is Vortex trying? He got his tablet out for a second. That was scary. Leo Marvin, though,
finds Leo.
Yeah, and he's going to be actually looking for Swooty, but unfortunately not. Swooty does take him down. We're just left with 35 and another man. Where is he? Is he on the north? I think he might be going for the rebound.
That's...
Where is this basically around? He's not on the map. Oh, there he is. He's going along the other alleyway.
North alternate.
North alternate. That's the official Dangler call out, even though it's not the north. Oh, Swooty got a little bit aggressive with that nade as well. Almost killed Biggie Smalls as well. These nades are scary. That one was a flash. But it could have been really, really good. They really got my hopes up and then crushed him immediately.
Rest of Mouth better be careful. If Dr. Sean starts making any ground up here, all of his open space rotation could end up getting him killed, leaving only Biggie Smalls left to defend the objective. And I'm pretty sure that a cap can come out from beyond Biggie's point of view, or if they game prone, they could get even closer in and stay outside of his point of view. I mean, it's just a lot of possibilities here.
I
the
think
positioning of the defenders.
Biggie can watch the objective, but it would have to be through the chain link fence, which is going to be pretty difficult. At least Brassmouth can pick off Dr. Sean on the alleged north alternate. It looks like 35 is ready to make a move. Is that a tablet out? No, it's not. He's got the gun ready. He's looking for Brass, but Brass, the snapshot ready on 35, and G-Men, they take Subway pretty much immediately. I don't think it's been even 20 minutes.
No, it hasn't, because the lobby was late to start, so we did not even start right away at 4 o'clock. Yeah, that was like probably a 10 or 15 minute map.
That is the curse of small maps like Subway. One slip up that leads into a series of slip ups, and the tight-knit nature will absolutely screw you over. It's a very dangerous one. Gotta be very careful.
Well, small maps are gone now because G-Men are going to take us to the absolute biggest map. Well, not the absolute big more, but used to.
It's the absolute biggest the league map, the biggest league map.
Ah, good point. Absolutely biggest league competitive map.
There you go. That's the official nomenclature. It's a little bit awkward. Absolute biggest official league map. We are starting off pretty much immediately as well. There is no holds barred, no. They're quick. That's what I'm saying. They're quick here, and we're going in to the. That is not the first map.
Quickly abandoning the round.
Oh dear. Very quick abandon. I have a feeling that may have been an accidental start then, potentially with the auto start bug. That is a potential.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We are buying Buxton a new CPU and motherboard because his CPU
make it out to an
not
8700K
right now. All right, Buxton, let's not be a fucking prima donna here, okay? Let's get him a nice CPU and a motherboard, folks. Let's get rid of Robotic Bucks. I want the velvet voice of Onward back that I know and love.
Yeah, it's a sad time. The Onward and OBS, they absolutely love chewing up that CPU.
Yeah, I don't know why. They thought they improved on that. But anyways, hopefully we'll be getting back into these rounds shortly. I don't see anyone who dropped off. But, well, the auto timer's going, so maybe they're just giving the auto timer.
Using it to their fullest.
Yeah.
Getting that sneaky extra round planning time. That's the new tactic. Tell yourself at the start of the round, then boom. You get an extra minute and a half to plan whatever you may need to plan.
Beautiful. We have a multi-purpose building objective, so we could be seeing a quick spawn here, but we'll see a repeated spawn since the round was reset. So a full north spawn, not too bad actually. You can get some pretty quick picks.
Pretty quick
Peter
picks.
Piper. Pretty quick picks. That's gonna be my new mouth warm up for shows, right? Isn't
classic.
it? It's a good one. It's a good one. Pretty quick picks.
I prefer the rather long-winded one of I can't remember what exactly it was called now. It was something, I can't remember, but it's like 8 paragraphs long. It's a good one though. I'll link you to it at a later date.
Oh wow.
Very good for getting your tongue nice and limber, so to speak. It's a strange thing to say, limber tongues, but it's important. It's important if you want to cast things smoothly.
But if you want to be a train wreck like me, you'll be like Rush of Light and pick up a beautiful headshot on Biggie Smalls as he runs up the eastern side. Vortex also going to find one onto Swooty. Things not looking well so far for G-Men on their own map choice, but you know what? They've got map 1 in the bag already. They can actually afford to lose this one. However, they're not going to want to leave third map up to chance. They're going to want to seal this one up nice and tight here on map 2.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give up maps where you don't have to. Especially not the big ones like Downfall where, I don't know what it is, but Downfall I feel like has a knock-on effect. Losing a small map, you're not so dejected, but losing a big map, it just draws it out enough to be a little bit more soul-crushing.
Yeah, and I mean, you could really utilize this to just drain your enemy, right? Like, Onward is a game of stamina as much as anything else, and G-Men could really, you know, drag out these attacks, really make Silent but Deadly work for staying patient and holding their lines, and work for them having to attack the objective, which will just wear them down, which could eventually, yeah, let them, you know, pick something quick like Cargo and then just kind of run amok on them because they'll just be so worn down from these long rounds before. So strategy is definitely a multifaceted thing. It's not literally about just the strategy that we see on these maps. It's about the strategy that goes on in the tent and how they're actually doing. Are they planning a map? Are they planning a match? Are they trying to take specific rounds or specific maps on purpose? One can only imagine.
The Onward, the mind games. That's what I'll call it. The Onward mind games. Did see just one pick come out from Dr. Leo Marvin there, and a dangerous move from the man here. Less than optimal smoke. And the 35 he is refusing to peek this. A little bit of a peek there, but he did see one go into center house, but he really sat behind that red truck. He was waiting for something.
Yeah, he's got to be careful, though, because once he fires from that position, he's super exposed. He's not really going to be able to make any moves to get out of cover. And there comes the fire. Now he's going to fire onto Dr. Leo Marvin as he crosses. But now the man is looking right at 35's position, so very unlikely. And here comes the nade. It's looking gorgeous. It is gorgeous. The man takes 35 down, and it's an insta-kill on the southwest red truck.
Absolutely disgusting. At least Dr. Leo Marvin's going to get taken down by Silent but Deadly. It's going to even up a little bit, but I don't think you can even up anything after such a brutal grenade. That was absolute filth.
Were you watching that from the head-on angle that I was?
No, I was following that thing as it arced through the air like an angel. An angel of death.
Also, thank you for that clip. I saw that in the chat. Now, please, everyone, DM it to Buxton. Thanks.
Oh, God, what does it say? I must know. Oh.
You knew it was coming when you asked for them not to do it, is all I can say.
Oh, I remember now. Unfortunate. Man did get another pick, and they did get the revive on G-Men, though. So they do have that numbers advantage, and they do have the suppression and the utility as well.
Yes, they do.
That is the perfect smoke to block that angle.
Right. And here comes some more really well-placed smokes. Even the one that's farther back kind of plugs the hole between the first two. So depending at, at what distance and angle you're looking, it's really just adding to the coverage. But Rush of Light going to play it smart and come back in to help cover with Bear Grylls.
Oh, he's so lucky, Dr. Leo Marvin is blessed.
Please learn how to cook your grenades, though. I waited forever for that one to explode. Bear Grylls going to pick up a nice frag onto Brastamouth, but Dr. Leo Marvin's right there. We could be seeing the res happen at any time, just about. But no, Bear Grylls going to go ahead and confirm that, and he'll find Dr. Leo Marvin as well. And now it's all up to the man who's by himself. He's coming up behind Rush of Light, but is he going to find him? Yes, he does. And now it's a 1v1 here with 1 minute left on the clock. Here's ones just coming out everywhere.
Indeed, there is. Here comes the man throwing some bullets into that window. Nothing really hitting, though. This is a tense situation, though. He's running low on ammo. He's got 45 seconds remaining, and they both know where each other are. This is a very difficult scenario for the man here. Any kind of utility right now would be amazing.
Oh, this could be it. He could. He's not really low on ammo. He's just low on that drum. I'm pretty sure he's still got a couple of stick mags.
Didn't realize he had that drum. The drum is so strong.
The drum is the way of life. Oh, 20 seconds. The man has got to do something here.
Don't tell me he's going to try and go for a cap. I don't think he will. No, he is just going to go for that kill. I was about to say, that'll be way too risky. He is just going to get that nice smooth kill, and G-Men starting off strong yet again on the second map.
That they are getting that Marsoc win on the map. And I've said it before about G-Men in their game against Danglers, and I'll say it again. They play to their strengths, and their strengths are intelligence. Every one of those guys on that team, smart as a whip and a hell of a player. You really shouldn't put them down at any point because they play smart. They play very intelligent, and that right there is a good example. The man knew what had to happen. He knew he didn't have enough time and really the opportunity for the cap. So instead he went for the kill. He was able to get it and secure that Marsoc round, which they desperately needed on their map pick downfall.
Absolutely. You never want to start off your map pick with a round loss. It always feels bad. If you pick a map, you want to know you're going in confident, and if you start off losing a round, that really just gets utterly shattered. You talked about the mind games almost for like a minute straight. It was an interesting thing to listen to. Oh yes, another thing to mention is that, of course, what kind of time is it over there sleeping? Is it late evening? Mid-evening?
It is 4:30 in the afternoon, good buddy.
In that case, we can still say that Noman is in fact having his birthday today. So give all of your
That's right.
Noman birthday related things in the Twitch shacks. I see him skulking around in there.
Yes, and actually, that's a good point. He is actually the caster who decided to pick up that Animal House Danglers game. So definitely be sure and tune into that. Show him your love. Drop him some bits. Throw him some birthday money. Throw him some birthday pictures. Draw him some funny pictures, Smoils. Send it to him. It's his birthday, dang it. And he's a good guy.
He demands them.
He demands them, yes.
These smokes are less than ideal, Sleepy. They're going into the ground and onto friendlies.
Oof, yeah, they are not great. I was watching the other team, so I'm like, I don't know what smokes you're talking about, but you must be unimpressed.
That's the curse of the directional smokes. There's a quick down, though, from the man onto Vortex. I imagine that's going to be a very quick revive, though. Let's see who's around him right now. Where did Vortex actually go down? Oh, never mind. That revive is not happening.
He's pretty exposed back there. But it will be a pretty decent position to be able to see kind of across the entire field of play. Maybe he can give some call-outs in that, what is it, 2 minutes that you have for bleed out, or is it 2.5?
2.5. He can't really see too much, but if the man decides to get out of the South Marsop building, he should be able to see that, and anyone rushing up west on Volk would also be spotted. Anything else, though, is a lost cause for Vortex. Suppressive fire coming out from GM and not really going to do anything. Maybe they're actually trying to confirm Vortex. Oh, never mind. They're looking for Dr. Sean. And he's going to get a headshot to Dr. Sean. 35, kind of just sitting by watching his friend die. Well, a traumatic experience, I imagine.
Biggie Smalls aware of Bear Grylls' position over here by the Eastern Church. He hucked a grenade, but it wasn't quite far enough. It did have a nice angle on it, however. But now he's just kind of waiting for the exposure of Bear Grylls, waiting for him to come out from that spot, and it's nothing yet. 4 minutes left to play.
Oh, looks like Bear Grylls is going to be going for that peak now, but Biggie Smalls has moved off. He got bored. He's out of there.
Nah, I'm done. See ya.
Oh, no. Biggie Smalls is looking for the alternate angle. He knows there's someone behind there, but he's not willing to wait it out. He's going for him. This is the NA blood running through his veins. Here he goes. The rush flight does pick up Vortex.
Does that mean going out looking for problems?
There we go. Bear Grylls does get taken down by Biggie Smalls, and the revive somehow does appear in that northwest side. That's a dangerous one.
White tower.
I mean, there was a route available. It's just you wouldn't think they'd. Well, doesn't matter now.
He just popped straight out of the sky, straight into the sky rather. He did not, in fact, fall from the heavens.
And that was kind of the reason why I discounted it as basically not going to happen. It wasn't that it wasn't possible. It's just that now Rush of Light has wasted his time, and now his life going for that revive that basically got the guy who died to die again almost immediately. So now 35 is by himself. He's got 5 members of G-Men left, 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and he is probably about 30% of the way to the objective at the moment. It's going to be a tough one for him to come out on top.
Yeah, potentially he can pick up this smoke and use the powers of the directional smokes to his advantage, but he's already been spotted by one. He does spot him again, put out some counterfire, but he's in between a rock and a hard place. It does end in a trade, but of course that is the GMN's advantage. They're taking the round, and a suicide C4 goes off the end just to celebrate.
Nays for celebration. Noman, I want you to... I don't know. I gotta figure out something I can make you do in the chat that's noticeable enough where I'll see it. Because I might join you for that Animal House Danglers cast later. Maybe.
Oh, that could be good.
Would be fun.
I beseech thee to do that cast.
Fine.
They faked us out, Sleepy.
I was like, wait, that countdown didn't sound right. Banned. Both these teams are banned from the playoffs. It's over. Let's just pack this in.
Straight out
Shut
of
down
there.
the stream. Let's just get Noman in here and get him some space to warm up.
He'll have what is it? 2 hours, 3 hours to warm up. When is that match actually? Do you have that information for us, Sleep?
Yeah, I can certainly get it. I don't have it offhand, but
Now's the time while we wait for Sleepy to compile this information.
yeah. So it is at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. So a bit of a late night one, and then pretty much in the early morning for those of you over in the EU. So you can have your cuppa and warm up, wake up with a nice game of Onward over there in the EU. So,
Yeah,
right? That's right. Correct, Buxton?
I
It's
don't
pretty
think it's-
late for you right
don't
now.
think it's that late. This is only midnight starting this match.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, by that time it'll be.
I was already
like-
hoping for the flare that popped off to go straight to that hole. If that had happened, player of the week.
Oh, yeah.
If someone does that in a league match by chance, I'm putting up $10.
I
Not
still
even
say
joking.
the first person to throw up a tablet, shoot an enemy, and then catch it and cap. That'll be the day I quit casting, because that will be the most epic play of all time.
Yeah, that would be utterly amazing. Yeah, I've started with the Western Apartment objective here. Southeast spawn, old Marsoc spawn for the Marsoc. And they're taking this one a little bit slow with the exception of Dr. Leo Marvin. No fear. Straight to dumpster and maybe looking to tango with whoever that is in the center hotel. That's Rush of Light on the third
Rush of
floor.
Light. Yes.
Now we wait. Rush of Light did pop off the shot, so Leo Marvin is aware of his location, but I don't see Rush of Light really peeking out there. I think Leo Marvin's just going to be trapped here, waiting for him to peek out Eternal. Swoopy does manage to catch 35 peeking out, though. That is a risky position from 35. Look at that, behind the rock. A very well textured rock, actually. Look at that thing. Very impressive. The Rush of Light does finally peek out for unknown reasons and does get taken out by the man, though he is resable at least. Lucky for Silent but Deadly. It seems I think now we're gonna have a little bit of halt while people kind of reposition, maybe get some revives coming out, and then we'll be waiting for the final push from G-Men. That's what I'm thinking.
Just FYI, Noman's birthday wish is for the G-Men to throw better smokes. G-Men, if you want to make that happen, that would be great.
No, not a good start. Oh no, okay, maybe they are. I don't think that counts as throwing, but they are using the smokes better. Never mind. I take that back. They've absolutely failed to use them. It's bad times on the side of G-Men here.
How did that sound like it came from behind them?
I think that's because the bullets are landing directly behind them and you can barely hear the gunshots at this range.
I see. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Has Dr. Leo Marvin always been on G-Men? I felt like he was on Silent but Deadly or possibly Stone Cold Killers not too long ago. And it's confusing
I'm
me.
pretty sure he was on Silent but Deadly. No. He's been on G-Men for a while. He was... I don't think he's been on a team before G-Men. I think he was a reservist.
My memory's
I
going
could
sleepy.
be-
You have to get
But
Robo
Dr.
Buxton
Sean,
out.
I think it's maybe who you're confusing Dr. Leo Marvin with.
Possibly.
As
The doctors.
And that's why you're getting SBD from it, yeah.
The aggressive push up, the prone did not work out too well for G-Men. Vortex in the third spot. This is going to be a strong one, I feel. He does have a very nice angle to possibly take down the man and Brast Mouth as they try and make their way to the southeast of the map. Southwest, rather. Maybe not. Both of them are going to get that kind of scot-free. Vortex not really looking to do another peek there. Brast Mouth is about 1 meter from getting peppered by bullets here. He's trying to loot his friend, but it's a dangerous task. Dealing with that drum mag. So they did also salvage some smokes. That's what they need. But there's 2 minutes remaining, Sleepy. This is... They've got to act fast, and they've got to act to the center hotel. Otherwise, it's going to be a very hard time.
Yeah, they have got to get there. And I don't know what that grenade was supposed to achieve, but the smoke went farther. Well, no, it didn't, actually. But that's what you should have thrown initially, and not wasted that utility of the frag. You should have saved that for when you could have gotten a bit closer. The pressure is coming in, though, from Bear Grylls on the objective. He's got eyes on that, but Dr. Leo Marvin's going to go ahead and tape a smoke to his chest and then try and give the boys some mobile cover.
Oh, no,
his man going to go ahead and brave it. He's going to walk it out into the open by his own. A nice smoke from Brass to Mouth actually should render Vortex completely ineffective here.
Good one. Maybe No Man's birthday wish has been achieved in this round here. They felt it from across the Onward channels. Doesn't stop Vortex from picking up the man. The rest of G-Men has finally made it to Center Hotel with 60 seconds remaining, Sleepy. They've got to take down 3 people in the next 58 seconds or it's going to be bad times all round. Well, all round for G-Men. The shots do come up from Bear Grylls. Take down Brass to Mouth. Now just left with Dr. Leo Marvin. And it's not enough, unfortunately. He goes down. And Silent but Deadly put themselves on the board for the first time in this series. Very strong defense.
That it was, and Silent but Deadly will finally get their first point here on map 2, and, well, technically in the match, G-Men taking Subway 4-0 very quickly on map 1. Silent but Deadly again, that tight defense here on round 3 of map 2 puts them on the board. They're getting their way back. Now let's see them come back with a nice Marsoc round here. I'd love to see them get a cap and actually put G-Men on the ropes as they would enter then into a defensive round.
This is G-Men's chance to just concrete themselves even further on this map. 2-1 can still go either way, but if G-Men can take this defensive round, make it 3-1, I think the chances for a 3-1 victory go up dramatically. A 3-1 hold, making the chance of... You get what I'm saying. 3-1, good for the 3, bad for the 1. Don't know where I was going with that. Going somewhere, possibly.
I'll make it work somehow in my head. Don't you worry about it. The chat knows what you were talking about.
They'll figure it out.
They're all super intelligent, smarty pants.
I believe in chat. I believe in the viewers of the VRML Master League.
I do too. I believe in them and believe that they'll do the right thing.
Ooh, that was a quick one. We're already going into the next round. There is no messing about behind the scenes here. Oh, did they fake us out? These monsters.
They did it again. They
again.
are monsters, Buxton.
4th round though.
Nope, this time it looks like it might be for real.
Yeah, this is the real one. This time a northeastern spawn. I think the superior spawn for this objective. You can really get around to the south and the north very quickly. Potentially get some quick picks.
Quick picks.
Quick picks. Very quick picks.
Very quick picks off the start.
It doesn't look like there's going to be any quick picks coming out today, at least not on this round. They are sending 2 to the North Hotel. The rest kind of just hanging around the eastern side. So I'm imagining we'll see them kind of smoke down, come down the hill, and go for the crater building at some point. And Swooty was way too aggressive with that peak there. Gets totally domed.
Yes, he is. Biggie Smalls, though, is going to hear that. Now he's going to keep his eyes trained up on that North Hotel. Couple of confirmation shots out onto Swooty's body just to make sure, but they definitely had him the first time. Biggie Smalls is going to be kind of their last line of defense against this hill assault.
Actually drawing quite a bit of fire up on this north side. They've really distracted quite a bit of G-Men, I think. Brass Mouth looking up there. Biggie Smalls looking up there. Dr. Leo Marvin looking up there. The only member of G-Men that isn't looking there is the man, because he physically cannot look towards the north. That's going to potentially allow Silent but Deadly, if they capitalize on that, to make quite a bit of headway. Rush of Light, at least, is going to be making quite a bit of headway. But unfortunately, Beast Mall's picked off Bear Grylls just as he was beginning to maybe maneuver down the hill. What was the plan? I can't remember. Yeah, he was trying to make his way down, got a little bit aggressive, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only thing I can think he was trying to do would be to get down that hill. I love how Silent but Deadly managed to figure out how to get smiley faces into the casts over their names.
Don't know how they did it.
It's even colored yellow and everything. It's like it's legitimately an emoji in our.
I miss our Unicode characters. Onward devs, we need them. We need those Unicode characters back in our names. They were stripped away from us unjustly. Without trial, Sleepy. Without trial.
I don't know. It made people like not ready finally.
that was a very hard name to read in that particular case.
Oh, I remember the game hated him when we were doing.
He just became Yen Man.
It just turned into just boxes and symbols and.
I thought it just turned into yen and nothing else.
Oh, maybe that's what it was, and then of course the
he was nicknamed Yen Man because no one knew who he actually was. None of the UI showed his name. Then they fixed it, and he became Not Ready again. Then he changed his name to Not Ready again. It's a long, confusing story, Sleepy. And Silent but Deadly taking their time on this one.
Yeah. Might go put a cup on and come back when this one starts to kick off finally.
Oh, Heiser. Oh god, he dropped it. He dropped it and he died because of it. The 35 Dillies pick up the brass the mouth. The accidental drop of a smoke did not end well for old Vortex up in the north there. They do get the revival to brass at least. On the Sonic G-Men, that is. Rush of Light's made his way down pretty far. And thinking about it, he has a pretty clear path to helicopter and potentially objective if he stays prone.
Especially if they keep melting the guys in center burning. They do have Dr. Leo Marvin also, though, in that back brothel building, kind of watching the objective. So I don't think Rush of Light will really be able to get by him once he gets up on the objective, unless he were to maybe cut around the other side of the building.
Straight to the center hotel and straight to hell. G-Man is, not G-Man. The G-Man. It's a very confusing name yet again. Takes down Dr. Sean as he tries to push up the western side. And Rush of Light is really making some serious headway here. I am feeling a cap, Sleepy.
Well, let's see if you're right. He's got 1:30 to get there, so he might not be able to prone his way all the way up and still get the cap. Again, it's going to be a close call, but I am pretty sure that Dr. Leo Marvin is going to be able to see this.
Potentially, but if he stays prone, if you follow the pathway, he can actually make it all the way to the side of the objective building without being spotted, but he has to stay prone. Is he going to have to go for it? Never mind, he was instantly spotted after he came over that hill. That's rough.
Yeah, about that path he could take to be completely visible.
Now, maybe 35 can take it. Oh, the smoke was less than ideal.
Less than ideal was less than ideal.
And very much less than ideal again. He's thrown it all of 1 meter further.
It's okay, 35. We all have bad nade days.
He did take down the man at least, so the shots are on point at least.
Some ladies have bad hair days. Some of us have bad nade days. It's okay.
Much like Noman did.
Yeah.
Do not trust Noman with grenades, ever. It's bad news. Much like you don't trust me with grenades. I have killed many a Noman with a grenade.
I've killed many of myself with grenades, that's for sure.
Of course, you inherited the Auburn crown. And there goes 35. Yeah, man, they get the 3-1, Sleepy. Just as we thought.
Yep. I can't say that I'm surprised. I mean, G-Men definitely my favorite team here in this matchup based on, well, 1, ranking, and 2, just my knowledge of their team, and they've been together much longer. But Silent but Deadly playing well. I mean, again, I'm not so sure. I feel like we're not quite seeing the Silent but Deadly that's been putting up these really great matches against some of these top tier competitors, like they did against SMC and like they did against Legionnaires. I do feel like maybe that loss of their captain this morning really shook things up a bit on Silent but Deadly's side, and maybe they're in their head, maybe they're a bit tilted, and G-Men just able to kind of walk away with this one. Silent but Deadly so far only able to put up 1 point on the board. Yeah,
I definitely agree that potentially losing Enigma may have caused some shake-ups in the mental states of Silent but Deadly. Apparently there was quite a bit of drama in the old team Discord, but they shall endure. They'll be fine. It's got to get some some captain shenanigans sorted out. Then we'll have Silent but Deadly back in their former glory. And it'll be beautiful, Sleepy. It'll be beautiful. I better not fake us out again. No, they're going proper good. I was about to say. 20 MMR, go on.
Buxton throwing out negative MMR like a crazy pants over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Never make me mod.
Never make it, yeah, no doubt. I always thought you'd be a great mod, but apparently not. You're just going to deduct everyone's MMR until they're all competing just to have MMR at the end of the season. Like, whoever has positive MMR at the end of the season is the winner. Ready, go.
Superior system.
Just a massive chaos of matches, just no scheduling. Just play whenever you want and get the MMR you want. And
hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Oh, this is a quick spawn.
Don't forget. Oh, Vortex going to shut down the quick spawn, at least for the man, very quickly. He gets a nice pick onto them, but Brass to Mouth quick to return the favor as he's not scared.
Goodbye, Vortex. Oh, God. The sound, Sleepy. Oh, that was horrifying.
Oh.
I went to Vortex and he fell into the fire and the screams were just eternal. He's fine, though, apparently.
That doesn't kill you. Yeah, apparently.
That's interesting.
Apparently, you stop taking damage once you're down. Except for when you get shot. Dr. Leo Marvin now finds Bear Grylls, and how did he...
He was trying to peek out the old objective building. That's a dangerous one. You don't want to peek around that corner. Bad times ahead.
That's good. And there goes Rush of Light. That's pretty much the objective coverage all done and dusted. Dr. Sean's right here, and Swooty's not quite going to be ready for it, but I think any... more experienced League player will know to check that spot. But I think Swooty actually did he turn that smoke so that it went more towards Dr. Sean's position? It does seem that way, huh?
That's an interesting grenade on objective. Not really going to be too much right now. Swooty is going to continue his advance, trying to get to that helicopter, but Vortex is going to be ready to call it out. If he makes noise, Dr. Sean's going to come around that corner with a vengeance.
Yeah, and Bear Grylls going to be able to call this out as well, so Dr. Sean might turn out, see this, and take him down. But if he does, he's going to have to worry about Brass to Mouth, who's sitting there waiting for the refrag. Swooty going to take down Vortex to stop the call-out. Dr. Sean will take down Swooty, but Dr. Sean will also grab Brass to Mouth, as Brass to Mouth was surely thinking that he had the jump on him in that push.
Silky smooth so far for Silent but Deadly. This could go to a 3-3 even, if Silent but Deadly can pull off another Marsok round.
Yeah, 35, and Dr. Sean going to have to do their work. Dr. Sean definitely doing his as he takes out his colleague, Dr. Leo Marvin. And he leaves it all to the hands of Biggie Smalls, who is going to have to do this now all by himself. But actually, he has got probably the best route to do that. If he just continues up the street and stays as hidden as possible, he can come in from the backside. He will have to take down Bear Grylls to stop the call-out. But even then, with the call-out, he can get into that basement and get that cap pretty quickly.
Indeed he can. It's all up to the old captain here. I think Bear Grylls is going to bleed out in the next maybe minute and a half. So if Dr. Sean doesn't go for the revive, I think it's a rest in peace for Silent but Deadly, as the cap may come up. But they are going for the revive.
No, he runs right by him.
I think he's just checking objective just in case.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that, just because you said it, but...
There we go. There's Bear Grylls. Oh, Biggie Smalls is coming around pretty quick, though.
It's a smorgasbord.
By Dr. Sean. Bear Grylls spotted.
The second one.
This is it.
The door's open.
He's spotted by 35, though, and he gets taken down. The perfect pathway ruined. Absolutely ruined.
Oh, wow. Did not see that coming. I thought Biggie was cleared hot into the basement, and he was going to get the cap to really put the screws to Silent but Deadly in map 2. But no, Silent but Deadly stay alive. They go back to Marsoc, and, well, it's going to be tough, honestly. G-Men are in a pretty favorable position here. They're on defense for the last round of the map. All they have to do is just kind of sit tight on the objective, don't peek and don't die, and wait out the next 6 minutes.
Indeed, there may be some technical difficulties on my side right now. The old internet is having some issues, but it looks like it's actually just bounced back. Yeah, it's slowly coming back to normal, so a tech issue should no longer be there. At least I'm hoping, Sleepy. Don't know what's going on the internet. It is really struggling.
Mine's been struggling lately too. I don't know what it is.
In that case, I can blame you for the technical difficulties.
Oh my god, that's not what I was saying. I was just trying to show you that you're not alone, and now you got to try and dump all this on me. You know what, people? Cancel those donations of processor and motherboard to Buxton, because I don't want him to have one now.
Sad times.
Spite me, sir, and see what happens.
Indeed. I think they did it again, Sleepy. 70 MMR. Gone.
70 MMR. The Buxton Onward League would be the most intense stuff ever.
No mistakes allowed in the Buxton League. The round 6 has started.
Round 6.
What is this? Biggie Smalls is doing the Biggie Smalls tactic. But direction, oh no. Okay, the smoke less than ideal. No, I mean, your birthday wish has been cancelled yet again.
The G-Men just do not want to get you that present, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are not fans.
I've seen smoke.
Smoke maybe just a bit of a distraction though. Vortex kind of calling that out to his team. Sees a smoke over by the objective building. Not really. Oh no, never mind. He was seeing the one over by the western side, by the center hotel. That is going to potentially tip them off to the man's location. But he does seem to like playing this area. He was here in the previous rounds as well. He's doing the Jizzy Shuffle here. The classic Jizzy Shuffle. Look at him go.
Pants Promenade.
The Pants Promenade. Perfect. The perfect Pants Promenade. That's another tongue twister for you.
There we go. A lot of Onward tongue twisters coming out here today.
I think Russia was crying there.
He was crying?
No, it sounds like it, but I think it's just Dr. Sean kind of cackling at something.
Oh.
I was very confused for a second. I wondered what had happened, but he has a reason to cry right now.
Jesus
3 of his teammates
Christ.
died in an instant.
Like a firing squad just opened up on them.
It's just a rain of tears in the lobby now, I feel. That is brutal. A firing squad is an apt way to put it. Are you okay, Sleepy?
I don't know why that was funny to me, but it was.
Stop laughing, or I'm gonna keep laughing.
Sorry, Silent but Deadly. I don't mean that to distract you for some reason. I just found that really funny. Oh, goodness.
I'm gonna compose myself. Dr. Sean, please save me with a nice headshot in the brass to mouth. There we go. Oh, I've returned to sanity, Sleepy. Just barely, hanging on by a thread.
Okay. Okay, I'm here. I can do this. Silent but Deadly, putting in the work.
Okay, we got to keep it. Oh, okay. I'm very sorry to G-Men. Okay, I'm very sorry to G-Men and Silent but Deadly for this. Sheer unprofessionalism.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Nope, that was
Alright.
unacceptable, and I apologize. That was unnecessary and completely drawn out. Anyways, I did see 35 pick up another kill. I do who that was. I believe it was onto Swooty though. So far, being able to kind of come back a little bit, I can see that they have split up. If we take a look at the overhead map, you'll see that one of them did go back in the northern direction. So probably a smart move considering their entire team was over in that one location when things started to go south originally. But now we'll see Dr. Sean. Maybe he'll be able to get over here and get a couple of clean picks to open up the objective side. But it is going to be a tough fight as they only have 1 minute and 38 seconds left.
Yeah, I think we have to set a rule for the cards. No more jokes. Oh yeah, Dr. Sean is... No. Beast Mode's looking the wrong way.
He can't take this shot, though. If he does... Okay, maybe he can.
He's actually made that out pretty safely. 1 minute and 15 remaining. Gonna get some smokes on objective, and the man is also trying to get some shots on a 35 here on the western side. That's dual smokes coming out from the lower right truck.
If they can just like cover Dr. Leo Marvin. There's too many doctors in this damn game right now, Buxton.
Far too many.
If he can keep him from just being able to see his push onto the objective, Dr. Sean might be able to do something here. But otherwise, Dr. Leo Marvin, he's gonna have this locked up tight. Well, then again, he could pull a sleepy and just miss the cross entirely.
Possibly. There goes 35 though. He has made it to the western courtyard. The man spotted him last second, but he can't get the shot. He has to call that out or potentially rush 35. He's going to be rushing him. No nades coming out. Dr. Sean goes down. 35 going for objective. Suppressing the building does take him down, but the man's coming out from behind quick. He can't quite spot him as he moves into objective though. The man doesn't realize he's on objective, and 35 is going to get the cap back clutch for Silent but Deadly. Utterly amazing.
Oh my god, they heard me laughing and they said, screw you, Sleepy. It's time for a comeback. And Silent but Deadly take the second map, and we're going for the third to decide the series, Buxton. Can you believe it? After that first map and most of this second map, I mean, we would have thought that this was over, right? G-Men taking the series, done and dusted, clap your hands. But no, Silent but Deadly in a clutch play of all clutch plays. Wow, they're bringing it back here from the dead.
Yeah, that is not what I expected at all. That's the classic, the absolute classic Silent but Deadly play there, I think. Rushing in for that last minute brutal comeback cap. They've done that more times than I can actually count. Several times. It's rather unbelievable.
Yeah, they're actually pretty impressive comeback kids, those SBD folks, but I mean, I really got to applaud them for that last round, though. I mean, just to get wiped like that at the start of that round, I mean, we saw it, just 3 of their members just going peek, 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 just in one volley of shots from the end. You know, it does take them a while to kind of compose themselves, and, well, no, it took us a while to compose ourselves. They just took a while to transition across the map while we composed ourselves. And yeah, they were able to turn that around completely, flip it on its head, and get a comeback cap in the basement. I mean, Jesus.
Very impressive play. And we do have this map coming up, the third and final map. Despite my predictions, we're going to see some cargo action. Some very interesting cargo action.
I'm not, I did say that I would be surprised if we saw it, considering the ban from G-Men for Suburbia, but I think G-Men play this map still pretty well, so I don't think they're too worried about if they pick Cargo versus Suburbia, because Cargo, I think, is different. Like Suburbia can kind of go either way. I feel like if you are a strong team on Cargo, you can usually make it work for you. Whereas with Suburbia, you know, that's such an old map now, right? Like it's one of the older maps in Onward. Everyone knows how to play that map at least fairly well.
Indeed. Cargo was a fun one, I think, when it was first introduced. They really give that... I don't know how to describe it, but... I guess it was kind of... easy to learn, difficult to master kind of thing. I feel like that's what Cargo is. Much like, say, Quarantine, maybe. I think Quarantine is a fair comparison.
Wait, say that again?
I heard you laughing. Please don't do it. We can't have a repeat of that.
I'm just laughing because I didn't hear what you said, not for
Oh,
any
okay.
other reason.
I'm safe then. I feel like Cargo is quite, you know, easy to learn, difficult to master, much like Quarantine, maybe. Oh, we're starting. Despite your slackery, we are in fact starting off here.
See, I completely lost the fact that you were talking to me again. I'm sorry.
Unbelievable. You got the team names the wrong way round as well.
Do I really? Yeah.
Yes, they're now fixed though. Fear not, we're going in. First round of the final map, the tiebreaker, to decide who will win this series, and it will be beautiful. Pretty early pre-fire already coming out there. Narrowly missing Dr. Sean.
Yeah, and G-Man not taking any chances there, that's for sure.
35 takes one, looking for a second, takes two. That is Biggie Smalls and the man both down immediately. Potentially, 35 going to be pushing up maybe a little bit too aggressive. Will get taken up by Swooty, never mind. Brass them out. Gets too aggressive instead and gets taken down rather by 35. Swooty is aware of this location though. He's going to be hunting for him with everything he's got.
Smooth Swooty looking for that booty, but the wall's just going to be too thick. It's not going to stick through. It will rotate back. Oh, he does find 35 inside though. And a good pickup for them. They stop the bleeding. And it's just two members of G-Men left. It's Swooty and Dr. Leo Marvin. They still have a basically full roster of Silent but Deadly to go through. Things looking pretty good so far for Silent but Deadly in this one.
Indeed, they are. Oh, that nade. Too far. The Vortex is in a pretty good position, though. You don't really see this one too often. But it gives him really nice vision down this western side. Potentially that could be a big one later on if Dr. Sean goes down.
Yeah, Swooty, definitely not one you can count out, though. He's a long-term clutch player. Dr. Sean, though, is going to take down his colleague, Dr. Leo Marvin, once again. There's just no love in the medical field, is there? Just so competitive nowadays.
He did manage to call out Dr. Sean's position. Swooty has prepped a nade that is just limp. Does not go anywhere at all, just smacks into the wall. They do at least get the revive onto Dr. Leo Marvin. Sean. Oh, I think he may have just seen him cross over, but wasn't able to quite get those shots in. Oh, never mind. Goodbye, Dr. Leo Marvin.
Nice grenade in there from Bear Grylls. And a return to come out from Swooty, but just not going to be far enough. Bear Grylls not in the usual spot right behind that container, but a little bit farther back. And Swooty got a lot of work cut out for him if he's going to turn this one around for his team.
Indeed. He's going to be moving up the western side here. Going to be a pretty hard one with Russian Light proning, waiting for him. He gets taken down, and Silent Deadly take that first round. I thought G-Men were going to take that, but I think Silent but Deadly have switched it back into the true Silent but Deadly moves. I'm excited for it, Sleepy. I'm very excited to see Silent but Deadly reverse the tides in an unbelievable fashion.
I mean, we could be literally watching them come back to a win here and take the whole series, Buxton.
I think they will. This is Silent but Deadly in their truest essence. I have a feeling they just all perform incredibly well under pressure. Like, they can't hit any shots and if they're doing well, but the second it's do or die, they will hit headshots across Downfall, no problem. They're hitting everything perfectly. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it looks like chat is finally catching up with Silent but Deadly's amazing comeback on map 2 there. And well, when you get to this point, it'll be interesting. You'll really be questioning your world. As you can see, Silent but Deadly takes the lead here on map 3, and that's great for them. They are playing well. It seems they've woken up, if a bit late, but still just in time to possibly save this match. And G-Men in a bit of trouble here. I mean, if Silent but Deadly play half as good on offense as they did here on defense, G-Men have a lot of work cut out for them in the last remaining 6 possible rounds.
Indeed they do. But I'm kind of feeling we may see a Silent but Deadly cap come out later on again. I've got a sneaking suspicion. Don't think it'll be this round, but I think if we see a southeast objective, that's when we'll see the action really begin. Oh, that's the classic the man move. I don't even need to look at who actually fired that shot. He does that every single time. It's just built into him at this point, I think. Always fire his gun at the start of a round. Here comes the move starting out. I think the G-Men are going to be starting off pretty aggressive. They already got some shots out, but Dr. Leo Marvin goes down. So he's going to be rushing up. Dr. Sean going to be on the receiving end. It's a trade between the two. No revive is going to be possible from that situation. Now, Rush of Light and Biggie Smalls and a little bit of a standoff on the eastern side. Not going to be too much action coming out here for a little bit, I feel. Brassmouth going to be the aggressive one on the west side here. If he peeks tunnel, we're going to lose one. There goes Vortex. This is evened up now, 3-3, and it's only been 35 seconds. It's unbelievable, Sleepy. Never mind, make that 2v3. Biggie Smalls takes down Rush of Light. Very quick round here.
Got that right, and the man actually could have eyes on Bear Grylls right now, but he's gonna miss the opportunity. He's gonna be looking through the you know what? I should have just let Buxton finish casting this round because I can't speak right now. He's
gonna be looking his tongue in private.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to look through the wrong part of the boxes, and Bear Grylls going to be able to slide right by him there. Brass and Mouth could possibly pick him up here. It doesn't make too much noise. Bear Grylls won't know he's there and be able to catch him by surprise. But here comes Bear Grylls now.
They come out. He saw it coming.
If 35 is able to slip through this defensive line, though, he's basically free and clear. But it's not going to happen because the man's going to see him, and G-Men will take their defensive round. We'll go 1-1 here on map number 3.
Indeed, we are. This potentially could be the one that goes 4-3 or 3-4 then. This should be a well and truly drawn out, I feel, then, unless we do see that G-Men cap. The G-Men cap, the Silent but Deadly cap.
Yes. I just saw an explosion of cap and clutch emotes hit the channel a little bit ago.
Yeah, that must have been it. Careful reading the casting channel, Sleepy. It's giving me flashbacks. Don't do it. It's not worth it, Sleepy. But we have to stay professional for the good of the VR Master League.
Of course. Indubitably.
Indubitably, and another adjective.
Oh, this has been a right proper round of Onward tonight.
It has. It's been a fast one. It's been slow at points, but it's been good all round, I feel.
I do, yeah. It's been paced pretty well. I mean, we did have a bit of a slow downfall, which I was surprised with that. But we had like a lightning fast, like 10-minute round of Subway, so it kind of balances its way out. So it really is like, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes both maps so far if we really averaged it out.
Currently we are sitting at I'd call that an hour and 16 minutes.
Yeah,
so downfall, I think, is the bulk of that for certain, and then there was delays as well, stuff like that. We are going in now to the third round. Already some angry Makarov fire coming out from Vortex, nonetheless.
Alright guys, gun faces.
Well, I mean, it's a Makarov, so it's pretty much only good for shooting into the air.
That is true. or throwing away at the start of the round a la Globocam.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be quick. I can already feel it. This is going to be very quick action. Leo Marvin pushing up pretty much immediately.
Overhead shot.
Be throwing out a nade, or a smoke rather. Very solid smoke. Maybe not quite as solid.
Yeah.
Curse of directional smokes. But he knows where to check on this angle. He's going to be checking under the doors and see Vortex's nade on his chest right there. Come on. Come on. No. He's looked away. He's not looking under the thing anymore.
Oh, that one's good. And Swooty gets a perfect insta-kill nade.
Indeed he did. Now Dr. Leo Marvin is right next to Vortex. There we go. This time Vortex spotted Dr. Leo Marvin. But he is totally unaware of Swooty and Co moving up the western side here. And Dr. Sean does pick off Biggie Small. Swooty's behind enemy lines, now confirms. One on the floor, already down. Going behind Dr. Sean, takes down Dr. Sean.
He's going to find him.
35 is going to take Brass Mouth, but Swooty picks up Bear Grylls as well. We're in a 2v2 situation. Objective is pretty much open right now. There goes Vortex, picked off on the crossover. It's just 35.
Nah, they're going to get the kills.
Yeah, they don't know, Sleepy. The 35 is so far. Look at him. He's actually got his gun inside the trash bag. Impressive. He checked his tablet, but wow, crushed by Swooty. The second he took that tablet out.
Did he just single fire around that corner? He just came in and was...
I think so. The risky choice, going around the corner on single. Satisfying. Pulling the trigger each round that pops off. Much better than that full auto. But it's definitely feeling like there's maybe a Volt trade or Marsoc trade. That's how it's been so far. I'm feeling Silent But Deadly going to take this. It's going to go 2-2. Then G-Man will take it again, make it 3-2. Silent But Deadly will take it again, 3-3, and whoever's Marsoc for that final round will be the one to take it. That's the interesting thing about Cargo, I feel, is that it can really, depending on the objectives and the defensive and offensive style of the teams, go from being Volk favoured to a Marsoc favoured. It really doesn't have a solid, but a particular side it favours on, like, say, Downfall.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. I think this map's pretty well balanced, while certain objectives are a little bit unbalanced. As terms to, you know, which it favors a bit more. I think the map overall is pretty favored, you know, equally on both sides. And I think there's a few maps that do that pretty well. I think Bazaar does that kind of well. I think Quarantine also does that pretty well. But yeah, Downfall does typically just lend to almost an automatic defensive advantage in most cases.
Unless you get a quick spawn, in which case it's whoever's the best shot, basically. Fourth round now. I have a feeling some kind of joke was made in the tent here, because G-Man is just lightly cackling.
Yeah.
Dr. Leo Marvin is swimming in the air. Beautiful. Right, that's some solid smokes from both sides blocking the center passageway to allow them to cross over to the objective. There is some pre-fire. Swooty does catch 35 with some very nice pre-fire just through the door. Now Brassmouth is going to be looking for Dr. Sean if he comes through that doorway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 misses all of the shots. Absolutely awful shot. He drops a nade at his feet as he unpins it. Yeah, and Vortex takes down Dr. Leo Marvin. Swooty on the flank here. There's 3 members of Silent But Deadly just behind him, but Vortex takes him down.
Uh-oh.
Now we're on a 2v4. Dangerous territory for G-Men here.
Yeah, this is not good at all. A coordinated strike here with the right number of smokes or flashes or grenades. It's over. Here we go. Here come the smokes now. Oh, but that one isn't going to come down. Oh, they're going to get lucky. No, it's going to get stuck up in the wall there. Not going to cover the objective. Oh, but the man's rushing out to try and find Vortex. He is going to find him. Bear Grylls and Dr. Sean now rushing in.
Dr.
But
Sean
Biggie
goes
Small's
for
going to be watching. No, he's turned around.
I'm pretty sure he is. Who's going for cap? I can't even tell. Biggie Smalls takes down Bear Grylls. The suppressive fire on the south is absolutely deafening. Dr. Sean's behind Biggie Smalls. He has no idea. Dr. Sean's on objective, but Biggie Smalls spots him in the last seconds and takes him down.
Wow.
My prediction has been ruined, Sleepy. I curse Silent But Deadly again. I've done it again, Sleepy. Unbelievable.
That was... Wow. Just can't even... I mean, that was a setup for a cap. I don't know why Dr. Sean didn't check Big E's position, though. After, you know, he heard the shots come in, he had to have heard those shots. He was less than, like, what, 10 meters from Big E when those shots came out. So, I don't know. I feel like he just got a little too what do you call that, tunnel visioned, and was just too focused on getting the cap because they wanted the points, and that unfortunately came back to bite him, and G-Men pick up their 3rd point. And I think Silent but Deadly might be kind of because the rounds, it's
not many
game
left.
Point right here.
Yeah, but you know, they perform best under pressure. Silent but Deadly, you never know. They could pull it off.
Hey, I'm not counting them out. No, they definitely have the potential to still do something here. Granted, all they have to do is, you know, stop the cap, stop the objective from being taken to stay alive on the map, and then they go
35.
back and could have another chance to cap.
This is going to be a quick one. 2 go down on the side of Silent but Deadly. 3 forward go down. It's 1 member left, and it's only been 15 seconds. Bear Grylls the only one on objective. The nades go off like artillery. Bear Grylls goes down. The round is over, and G-Men win the series.
seconds.
In just 18 seconds. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the band went 7-1. Along with Swooty 7-3. That is, to say it for the 5th time, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's been an excellent game. But honestly, it has been an excellent game from both teams. Please don't let that scoreboard make you think that Silent but Deadly did not come to play today, because they did, and they were playing a really tough team. I mean, G-Men are no slouches. Buxton and I both know from experience. That team is very good, so nothing to really be concerned of. Good job again from both teams. I mean, saw some really great plays from both sides, and I mean that cap comeback on map 2.
Work of art.
But Deadly, yeah.
Well, that'll be it from me and Sleepy today. We do have No Man's Cast coming up in about an hour and a half. You may be joining him on that one, and that is Animal House versus
Animal House versus Danglers.
Versus Danglers.
Should
That'll be a good one.
Yeah, it should be. So tune in to us later. Noman and I did decide to go ahead and just sign on officially for that cast and help him out with a little birthday stream. So yeah, be sure to check us out. I believe we will be on Onward Master League 1. So be sure and check us out here in about an hour and a half. And we'll see you then, everybody.
Yeah, we will. If you need some more information on VR Master League, check out vrmasterleague.com/onward. But that'll be it from me and Sleepy. Goodbye.